Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. In this episode, we are featuring the King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. Needless to say, these dogs are absolutely adorable little dogs. They have really gotten popular in recent days. They were originally bred for hunting, but again, they have become a household pet and more of a lap dog than anything. If you own a Cavalier Spaniel out there, this is going to be the show for you. In this episode, we're going to be focusing mainly on Chase's feet and his pads. One of the drawbacks with having a Cavalier Spaniel is they have very, very fluffy feet, which oftentimes works against them in more domesticated situations. Walking on hardwood floors or tile, they tend to slip a lot. But we're going to show you how to clip down the pads to avoid that situation. Okay guys, so as we mentioned, one of the drawbacks with these Cavalier Spaniels is they have this big, cumbersome, fluffy pad here that oftentimes works against them, again, walking around on hardwood floors. And the reason for that is because the pad of the feet doesn't make full contact with the floor, because this hair acts as a barrier between the pad. It's almost like they're wearing socks on a slippery floor, and they're slipping all over the place. So we're mainly just going to get all this stuff out of here so that his digits make full contact. And Chase's pads aren't really too bad here because he comes to us regularly. In a lot of cases, the Cavalier Spaniel will have a lot of overgrown hair here. So let's get into this. We're using a 10 blade here, and just going to lift the foot, and we're going to start right here, and we're just going to start clipping that hair down. We're just going to grab some of that surface hair right around the pad. We're not going to dig just yet. And once we do that, we're going to take our clipper, turn it over, just do a little digging right here, and then right here. You can see how now all four of his digits are just exposed, and he'll have a lot more traction. Okay guys, so now that Chase is all brushed out and we did his pads, we're going to go ahead and get him in the tub. We're going to clean him up, and we're going to fine tune those pads and trim up his feet. Okay guys, so we got Chase back on the finishing table after his bath and his blow dry, and we're going to jump right back into his feet and pads here. All right, so we're working on his left front pad, but we're going to go over what we did before. I'm using a 15 blade here, and again, I'm just going to go over these pads, get all of this hair out here. The purpose of this video is just to show you guys that whether it's a Cavalier Spaniel or any other dog that has a lot of hair in its pads, we just want to get that hair out so that they can walk a little bit easier and a little bit safer. This way all of their digits are touching the ground nice and evenly. And this is the pad we trimmed before the bath. And we're just making for nice clean feet. And we're also getting all that debris out. A lot of times with all that hair stuck in there, you know, little twigs will get stuck in there, it'll harbor dirt, and it could cause an infection. So we're just really cleaning up this foot all the way around, making it nice and clean. What we also are going ahead and doing is we're just going to put a little bit of paw wax on his pads, okay? And what the paw wax is going to do is it's going to keep the pads of the feet nice and moist and nourished. This way they stay soft and they don't start to calcify and get hard, because once pads start calcifying and getting hard, then they'll get real brittle, and the dogs will be slipping around even more so. So we're just putting on a little bit of paw wax here and dabbing it on. It's really, really healthy for pads. So there's one of two ways that we could trim up these feet, and again, it's at the owner's request. Some people like the foot to be nice and full, so we would just kind of maybe trim up a little bit around the foot without trimming too much off the top of the foot here. Just change my scissors here, and that would leave the foot a little bit more natural looking. We're really just trimming up that foot nice and tight now. What we'll also do is we'll just pick up his leg and blend that foot right into his feathers like this. Chase is a very full-coated Cavalier Spaniel, so that's why he's just requiring maybe a little bit more of a haircut than some others. Good boy, Chase. Okay guys, so this is the difference between scissoring up and tapering in a foot or a more full natural look. Upon owner's request, a lot of times people will just like this fuller, more natural look. But either way, whether we're doing a tapered in tight look or this fuller natural look, we're always going to clip those pads. This way the dog will just be safer walking around, running around on hardwood floors. So again, part of this video is just making sure that we're making these dogs safer by adapting them into our environments with the hardwood floors. Okay guys, so that's going to do it for this episode. Big round of applause for Chase here, one of the cutest King Charles Cavalier Spaniels I've ever seen in my life. He's such a sweetheart. We just wanted to show you the importance of trimming down pads just for your dog's safety in our modern world. If you like Cavalier Spaniels, go out and get yourself one. These guys are great dogs. They're really, really sweet. And again, we hope that you enjoyed this video and we thank you for watching and we'll see you next week.